Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Miss English podcast. I'm Victoria.
And I'm Peter. We are so happy to have you here today. Before we dive into our delicious topic, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. It really helps us keep the kitchen fires burning here at the studio.
Today, we're talking about my favorite place in the world, the kitchen. We'll explore utensils, history, and some mouth-watering stories from Italy and Mexico.
I'm ready, Victoria. But first, a quick joke to whet your appetite. Why did the tomato turn red?
Oh no, Peter, why?
Because it saw the salad dressing.
Is classic. Okay, let's get serious. Let's talk utensils. Peter, do you know what a whisk is?
Of course. It's that wire tool for beating eggs. In the past, people used bundles of twigs to whisk things. Can you imagine?
That sounds like a lot of work. Speaking of history, did you know that the word kitchen comes from the Latin cocere, which means to cook? In medieval times, kitchens were often in separate buildings because of the risk of fire.
That makes sense. Everything was cooked over open flames back then. Speaking of flames and history, let's talk about Italy. I remember my first time in Naples.
Oh, tell us. What's the story?
I met a chef named Marcello. He told me that the Margherita Pizza has a royal history. In 1889, King Umberto I and Queen Margherita visited Naples. They were tired of French food.
So they wanted something local.
Exactly. A pizzaiolo created a pizza with tomato, red, mozzarella, white, and basil, green, the colors of the Italian flag. The queen loved it so much they named it after her. To make a real one, you need a rolling pin, rodillo, for the dough and a wood-fired oven.
That's beautiful. It's not just food, it's patriotism on a plate.
Now, let's jump across the ocean to Mexico. Victoria, I know you love Mexican cuisine.
I do. And there's a legendary story about Mole Poblano. They say it was created in a convent in Puebla. The nuns were panicking because a bishop was visiting, and they had nothing fancy to serve.
So what did they do?
They threw everything they had into a pot, different types of chili peppers, spices, day-old bread, nuts, and even chocolate. They used a mortar and pestle, molcajete, to grind it all into a thick sauce.
Chocolate in a savory sauce? That sounds crazy, but it's delicious. It's a mix of indigenous and Spanish cultures.
Exactly. It's history you can taste. By the way, Peter, what do you call a fake noodle?
I don't know what?
An impasta.
You're on fire today. Let's finish with something sweet. Do you know the story of tiramisu?
The name literally means, pick me up, in Italian, right?
Legend says it was created in Treviso. A pastry chef wanted a dessert that gave people energy. He layered ladyfingers, biscotti, soaked in espresso with mascarpone cheese and cocoa powder. It was meant to be a boost for tired workers.
It's the perfect dessert because it doesn't require baking, just a fridge and a lot of patience while it sets. Peter, we've talked about big pots and legends, but what about the things we use every single day? You know, the basics.
You mean like the Fantastic Three? The spoon, the fork, and the knife?
Exactly. In English, we call the whole set cutlery. And don't forget the teaspoon. I always lose my teaspoons, I think they run away.
Maybe they go to the same place where the single socks go. And what about the plate and the bowl?
Fun fact, Peter, did you know that in the Middle Ages, people didn't use plates? They used thick pieces of stale bread called trenchers to put their meat on.
So they ate their plate after dinner? That's very eco-friendly. No washing up.
Exactly. Now, let's talk about the stars of the kitchen, eggs and cheese.
Oh, I love eggs. They are so versatile. But they are so sensitive. Why don't eggs tell jokes, Victoria?
I don't know, why?
Because they would crack up.
Oh.
That was terrible, Peter. But true. And eggs come from chickens, obviously, but did you know humans have been eating them since the dawn of time? Almost every culture has an egg dish.
And cheese, the legendary partner of wine and bread. Most cheese comes from cows, goats, or sheep. But Victoria, did you know some people are afraid of cheese?
No way. What is that called?
It's called turophobia. Imagine being afraid of a delicious piece of cheddar.
That's a nightmare. I love cheese too much. By the way, speaking of cheese. What did the cheese say when it looked in the mirror?
What?
Hello me. Hello me.
Okay, that's a good one for our students. Halloumi is a type of cheese, and it sounds like hello me.
Science and puns, Peter. That's how we learn. Remember friends, a plate is for your food, a spoon is for your soup, and a teaspoon is for your sugar, or for eating Nutella straight from the jar.
Don't expose me like that, Victoria.
Okay.
Wow, we've traveled from Naples to Puebla and back to Treviso. But before we go, Victoria, what's the big lesson for today?
You know, Peter, cooking isn't just about following a recipe. The moral of the story is that cooking is an act of love and connection. When you cook for others, you are sharing your time, your culture, and your heart. It's the one thing that brings every person on earth together, no matter what language they speak.
Well said. Cooking is a universal language.
Yes, of course. Thank you all for listening to Miss.English podcast. We hope you learned some new words today, like spatula, grater, and simmer.
Don't forget to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and share this episode with your friends. Join us next week for more English and more stories. In the next episode, we will talk about the home. You can't miss it.
Oh, excellent. I'm really looking forward to the next episode.
Happy cooking, everyone. Bye-bye.
See you next time.